Would you like to win and achieve success at what you do? Welcome to the Winner's Ways podcast, where we create winners every day. And now, your host, the author of Winner's Ways book and life coach, Bola Alabi.
Hey Winners family, welcome to another exciting episode of the Winners Ways podcast. I'm your host, Bola Alabi. You know already this podcast is about education, it's about enlightening you to win, to be successful in your career and in your personal finances. So on today's show, I want to quickly share some few tips that will help you to boost your credit score. But before I start today, I quickly want to say big thanks to my listeners. Those of you that leave reviews for our show, I want you to know that I read those reviews and I appreciate those reviews. Your comments are helpful because they help me to get better with this show. This show is growing because of you, and without you, the listeners, this show will not exist and will not be here today. So I appreciate all those feedback, all those ratings. On today's listener spotlight, I'll read a review from Basi B, and it said, "Thank you for taking the time to provide us with all the nuggets. This is an excellent podcast, and I believe all the listeners will benefit from it." Thank you, Basibi, for taking your time to give us reviews. I truly appreciate it. Because of people like you, you are helping this show to grow. So I want to say thank you. So on today's show, in episode 18 that I called Understanding Your FICO Score, we talked about the importance of having a high credit score and how it will help you to get access to cheaper money. That is, if you want to get loans, you get a lower rate if you have a high credit score. For example, a person with a credit score of 450 will pay more in interest rates when compared with someone that has a credit score of 750. So, of course, the next reasonable question to ask is, how can I improve my credit score? I receive lots of feedback from my listeners that I should educate people on ways to boost their credit score, and that's why I'm making today's episode. Episode 23, How to Boost Your Credit Score. Your credit score is a significant financial number when it comes to your economic life. The higher your score, the higher your chances for qualifying for loans and credit card at a favorable terms, which at the end will save you more money. You know, I have a passion for finding ways to save people money. So if your credit score is not in the high 700, I will encourage you to consider improving it. There are some quick steps that you can take to see some quick bounce in your credit score, but it generally takes time to see meaningful improvements, especially if your current credit score is in the low 400. I found these interesting statistics on FICO website about credit score distribution in America. And I found out that over 42% of people have a credit score in lower than 650. So in my opinion, when it comes to credit score distribution, according to FICO, if your credit score is above 800, then it's considered exceptional. That's a great number. If it's between 740 to 799, it's considered very good. If it's between 670 to 739, it's considered good. And if it's between 580 to 669, it's considered fair. But if it's below 580, it's considered poor. Now, if your credit score is in the 700s, keep up the good work. You are in a good shape. But if your credit score is below 650, this particular episode is for you, and I will encourage you to consider improving it. So how do we start? To begin the process, you should go to www.annualcreditreport.com. You can request a free copy of your credit report from the 3 major credit rating agencies. That's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You have free access to get a free copy of your credit report once every year. So that's the first step. Go and get a copy of your credit report. The next step is you need to review that report. You need to check the information on it to make sure that everything is correct to your knowledge. Who knows, you may have been a victim of identity theft. If there is something that is not accurate in that report, you can dispute the report. But otherwise, if everything is right based on what you know, then let's get to the business and improve your credit report or credit score. So here are my 5 tips that can help you to boost your credit score. Number 1, make sure your credit reports are accurate. In the world full of identity thieves, you need to regularly check your credit report to ensure that they are accurate and be ready to dispute any wrong charges. Confirm that all opened accounts are being reported. Ensure that there are no late or missed payments on your report, and no accounts that you are not aware of is in the report. There are lots of bad elements out there. Make sure that no one is using your social security, no one is using your information to obtain loans from the bank or open credit card. For example, if you do not have any American Express credit card, and in your report you found a credit statement that you are owing American Express, then definitely you should dispute that. You should fight it, because that means you've become a victim of identity theft. Number 2, fix any late payment. If you are behind on any of your payments, or you've mistakenly missed any payments, the credit report that you've received from Annual Credit Report will let you take steps to correct the mistake. You will not be able to improve your credit score without addressing late and missed payments. Also, if you have any debt in collection, you need to work with the collection agency to pay it off and become current. The collection agency, what you need to do with them is negotiate. Most of the time, on $1, they are ready to receive 40 cents. So what that means is that, let's say you are owing $1,000. If you show them $400 that you are ready to pay off the loan or the credit, they'll be willing to work with you and take the $400 cash and close the account. That's, they forgive the payments, the outstanding payments. So negotiate with them, but please make sure that you get a written document from them that you have fully paid off your loan. Number 3, automate your bills payments. Now that you are current with and you have no late payments, I want you to make sure that you do not miss any payment moving forward. So it is time for you to automate all your payments. Let's think about this. The world is a busy place. You have work to deal with, you have your family, and you have other activities. Automating your payment will make your life a little bit easier. Now, automating your payment does not mean a hands-off approach to managing your money. You should still be able to track all your expenses. I have a great way you can achieve that, and all you need to do is to use the Mint budgeting app, because it lets you track all your expenses. I use the Mint myself to track all my expenses. So with the Mint, you'll see your credit card account, your savings account, your current account, your loan, student loan, auto loan, mortgage, or any loan that you may have. It tells you when your bills are due. It informs you when and if you go over your budget. It alerts you of all transactions on your account, and it sends bill reminder to you via a text or email. So use the Mint or any other budgeting app for that matter to help you to track your expenses. So let's automate your bill payment so that you do not forget to pay your bills on time or miss any payment. Number 4, pay off debt and reduce your credit utilization rate. If you can work towards paying off your debt, you'll be automatically positioning yourself for a better financial future where you have less stress for dealing with debt. And if you have less stress, it can even help you in the choice of work that you do. I've met people that have to combine 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. So I know that some of these people, they are low income earners, but for the majority of the middle class people that are still holding 2-3 jobs, if you can do away with all your debt, it will reduce the stress on you, and maybe you'll be able to focus on just one job and still be happy. So in terms of credit utilization rates, experts recommend that you should not go above 30%. So again, if you have a $1,000 credit limit, that means don't spend more than $300. A low credit utilization rate allows the lender to know that you are a good manager of your money, and it shows them that you are not in any form of financial crunch. Number 5, the last but not the least, limit credit application and don't close unused credit card. Now, don't go around opening another credit or line of credit. Manage the ones you have by reducing your utilization rate. By opening any new credit card, you will harm your credit score, because the credit card company will automatically pull your credit reports. And pulling your credit report means there is a add inquiries on your report. If you have any old unused credit card, also don't close them immediately, especially if they are not adding any cost to you. You know, there are some credit cards where you still pay annual fee. In fact, I'll encourage you to close any credit card where you pay annual fees. So your unused credit card will also help you to lower your utilization ratio and increase the length of your credit history. A high credit score is beneficial to you. It can help you to lower interest rate on loans when you apply for loans. Maybe you are buying a car or applying for mortgages. And often it's also used during rent application. Try the tips that I shared, and it will help to boost your credit score by as much as 100 points. So in summary, here are the tips. Make sure your credit reports are accurate. Number 2, fix any late payment. Number 3, automate your bills payment. Number 4, pay off debt and reduce your credit utilization rate. And number 5, limit credit application and don't close unused credit card yet. So my closing thoughts. Ultimately, debt is your enemy. By going into debt, you are making yourself poorer because you are paying interest rate on that debt, and you are making your bank richer. I don't want this to be your case. I want you to keep your money. I want you to save your money so that your money can work for you. Responsibility is vital in terms of using credit card or any loans. Do not go into debt just because you want to impress other people. Live within your means and don't bite more than what you can chew in your financial life. Make sure you use your credit card responsibly. Contentment, it's a very, very important quality that you need to possess. Try and be satisfied with what you have in life. If you manage your credit responsibly, you'll be able to stay in control of your finances, and ultimately you achieve your financial goals. And that's where I'm ending this show today. You know what we do at Winners Ways. We are on a mission to create more winners. We want you to succeed in your career and personal finance. Please subscribe to our podcast and also leave us a review on iTunes or anywhere where you listen to podcasts. I need those reviews. I need those ratings. I need your comments. Please give me a feedback. Let me know what we are doing right and let me know how we can improve. Because this show is for you. It's for the purpose is to educate you so that you can win. Till next time, I'm Bola Halabi. Now, go win.